Hey y'all, I'm back with a how-to video. Next Saturday is one of the most fun events of the year here in Denver, the Denver Derby Day Party. And it is actually organized by a friend of ours and his fraternity brothers, and it provides scholarships for students going to CSU. They apply, and most of them have had some hardship in their life, and so it's a great cause and it's a great party. One of the key things that every woman worries about for the Kentucky Derby is the hat. Now, my first year I did wear a hat, and I found for me that it kind of got in the way of my fun, and I didn't want to have that. So I switched to doing a fascinator 3 years ago. And I have actually used this same fascinator that I think I got for about 20 bucks on Amazon. And I will link to one very similar or exactly the same one. I got to go look it up. But I bought this fascinator, and in typical Hillary fashion, it could not just be a plain cream fascinator. So every year I have gotten out my hot glue gun, some embellishments. This year I'm going to go with these orangey red lilies, and you know, a little something special, and I'll post some pictures of the other ones that I have made over the years. But this whole project takes literally 5 minutes, and the embellishments usually cost me, I don't know, definitely less than $10. So my whole investment over 3 years is less than 50 bucks, and I have a different hat every year, and people always comment on it, and I can wear my hair up, down, however I want, and it never gets in the way or is heavy, and I can match it up with my outfit, so that's why I always go with the ivory. So what I do first is obviously pick the dress, and I will post that next week when I'm getting ready for the party. But this year I got my dress from Material World, and you can look back on the blog for past Material World reveals. But it's a Millie dress with a really cute back, and these flowers I had in my basement, so I just plucked them off the stems, and they matched perfectly. And then I went over to Michael's, and I found this adorable little bird, I think for $3. So I am going to pin him on. But typically what I do first is I try to figure out what the orientation is going to be. So this has a pin in the back, and I just pin it in my hair and look at for the front of which side I'm going to wear. And then I start arranging the flowers. And you really want to do that first, because that way you kind of know what your landscape is. So I'm just going to pop them on the front here and use the glue. Now, how do I get the flowers off so that I can recreate the hat with a hair dryer? It gets hot enough that it just melts the glue. I pop them off, and then I can put them back on. So if you mess up in your first time, then you can always do that. But I kind of put the glue around the stem of the flower, and because I kind of know what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to, and you got to be careful, it's hot. I'm just going to pop it on to the front of my hat quickly and press it down for about 20 seconds. And it dries really quickly, so it doesn't take long at all. And then let that sit. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side, and I'd already kind of placed these using some little hair clips of Eva's to see how it might look. So I'm going to get this one, and honestly, the stems are kind of hidden behind the flowers because this has a little flower on the front of it. So they're in the petals of the flower, so you don't see the stems even from the back. And because this one has some design on the back, it's all hidden, so you don't really see it. So the front of it, once I kind of have it, is like that with the two lilies. And then because this little guy has a clip, I don't even really have to use the glue. And I'll play around with it a little bit. He kind of looks cute, kind of sitting in one of the lilies, if you can see him. And so this is basically it. I have gotten some little other queen flowers, as you'll see in some of the other hats, but I thought for this year I would just focus on my little bird, and really, honestly, that's it. And you can kind of see, I'll get up close, but there he is, and this will be a perfect match for my dress. I may play around with it a little bit, but that's it. 5 minutes or less, under 30 bucks for your one-of-a-kind, unique fascinator. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon.